everybody, welcome to Frosty's Bar Tales. I am your host, Frosty. Now, starting this off, a bit of a serious moment here. We have suffered a loss in our crew. We lost somebody close to us. So I'm going to start this off with having a moment of silence for this individual. So everybody, please join me for a moment of silence for our last crew member. You guys thought I was being serious with that shit? No! 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 Why? Because I could not be happier that this person is gone. Because that is what this story is about. So, we're going to start this off by saying this story is called The Chronicles of Captain Fantastic. Yes! So, I'm going to start this off, well, I already started it off. Oh god, I've been looking forward to this for so long, and everybody else has been looking forward to it too. Here we go! So, allow me to go ahead and say that this person, which is no longer here, calling him Captain Fantastic because, well, he was just that. He was fantastic. He really was. So, now, allow me to say that, get off me, that we started off on the right page. Him and I, we started off on the same page, on the same foot, on the same path. Things could have been wonderful, but they just weren't because I don't know, but we're going to discuss where it all started in a good place, and then when it all went straight to shit and just the dumb shit this guy did. So, when I say things could have been great, I mean this guy, he looked as though he had a good head on his shoulders. Oh boy, hard looks deceiving. But he shared the same views on what he wanted to do in the business as I did. Because, on a serious moment here, we all know that I'm in this business for a very personal reason because of who I lost. Now, we all know that I want to make a difference in the business. That much is true, and that'll never change. And that is what this guy said he wanted to do. He said he wanted to make change in this business as well. He wanted to make a difference in a positive direction, much like I do. So, here I am looking at this guy like, I just might like you. We might be on the same page. We might be able to work something out. Oh man, was I wrong? Yes, I was. So, okay, now, how was I wrong? Well, because the one thing you don't want to do is when you get brought into somebody's house, you don't want to start shitting on those who run it. You don't. That's the one thing you don't want to do. And it's exactly what this dumb shit started doing right off the bat. So, what do I mean? Well, oh god, I can't say names or nothing. So, I will say that Captain Fantastic, as I'm labeling him, came to me one day and was like, is it just me, or does it seem like this person is not where he should be? and is not doing what he's supposed to be doing. I said, well, what are you talking about? He goes, well, I mean, is it just me, or does it seem like this person's always downstairs? I'm like, he's probably doing his job, but, you know, who knows? I don't know. So it literally turned into him shitting on two of the people I respect the most. Now, here's the thing about this sack of loveliness right here. You want to get good with me? I'll be the best friend you could have. Okay? I'll try anyway. If you want to be good co-workers, I will try to do the best job I can do with you. Now, if you want to be an employer, I will try to do the best work I can possibly do for you. There's just three, not 2.5, 3 things. 3 things you don't want to do with me. One is do not, because with me, there's the whole level of respect and disrespect. You don't want to do one thing, you don't. So what? I'm going to go over it. You don't want to, number 1, you don't want to disrespect anybody I deem close to me, like a friend or a coworker that I see it like as a brother or anything like that. You don't want to disrespect them without proper provocation. You will have my attention, and that's not in a good way. It's not. No, you will now be a thorn in my side. Ow! So, that's not good. Now, furthermore, 2, you do not want to disrespect without proper provocation to any member of my family. You will then not only have my attention, but you will have me pissed off. Now, you will also have upgraded yourself from a thorn in my side to a pain in my ass. Now, that's also not good to have. You don't want that because, well, things happen. But the number one thing you don't want to do is disrespect me without proper provocation. You will no longer have my attention, you will no longer piss me off, but you will no longer be a pain in my ass. That will somehow transform me into a pain in your ass, and well, there's just not enough ice on this planet to numb that pain. No, there's not. You will know that you done fucked up. So, how did Captain Fantastic do this, you ask? Well, like I said, he started shitting on 2 people I respect the most. So, it's like, God, you know this is going to get back to them. Like, I don't know you. You could be a swell stand-up guy, that's great. Or you could be the world's biggest pile of dump. Or you could be a walking headache, which he was. It doesn't fucking matter. If you're going to talk shit about somebody who I deem close to me, they're gonna find out. They're gonna find out. And they found out. So it was like, well, just so you guys know, Captain Fantastic had some not so fantastic things to say about you. And they're like, well, what? So it was like, well, you guys don't do your jobs. You guys are always off playing on your phones. You guys are always off doing this. You're never where you're supposed to be. You're always downstairs. You're never doing what you're supposed to. You're never where you're supposed to be. You're never doing this. You're never doing that. So all he would do is bitch, moan, gripe, complain, whine, moan, and groan, and bitch, and everything else in between. But if that wasn't enough, he would end up going to... Can't say that! He would end up going to... I can't say it! Oh, man. He would go to, the powers that be. We will go ahead and call them that. He would go to the powers that be and would talk shit about these 2 individuals. Now, you don't call them the powers that be without them being the powers that be. So now, shit's coming down from the powers that be about what this douchebag is saying, Captain Fantastic. So it's like, okay, you're new to this establishment. You are talking shit about two people that I have most respect for. And you're going to the powers that be. And now you're talking all kinds of shit. And you're saying things that aren't true. And you're lying. You're talking shit. You're starting fires. You are basically... you are writing checks that your ass can't cash. And he's doing a bunch of stupid shit in the process, but we will find out in part 2 of the Chronicles of Captain Fantastic. So everybody, intermission, pause time, time out, whatever-ish. Go handle what you need to handle, because I'm telling you right now, you're not going to want to miss what happens next. We're going to get into the dumb shit that this guy says and does. And I'm telling you right now, it's going to hurt. You're going to feel, after you watch the video, your IQ's going to go up quite a few points. If that's even possible, it will happen. So everybody, come back, of course. Until next time, you all stay classy.